an incredible woman, SIBONSILE MAHLANGU, incredible speaker. How I grew my business sustainably. SIBONSILE? She's here. Come on, let's show some love. As she comes on stage, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for SIBONSILE MAHLANGU. Let me help you, my sister. The stage is yours. But not too high energy, not the pants. Come on. Emalahleni, show some love for SIBONSILE. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Sanbanani, Ninjan, ni right, ni ready, ni relevant. Ngathi nibhorekile nyana so. In ori nifuna some background music nyana kube ne. Igama lami nguSibonsile Mahlangu. I'm from Kriel. Okay, thank you. I'm from Kriel. I'm founder of a business. It's a business and a foundation. It's called Iputangolam. Iputangolam means my dream in English. My dream is to empower, bring growth and change in all spaces I tap into. Well, I feel like my topic is a bit different from the others, like in terms of discussing business and what you need to do. Okay, I am going to touch base on that. I'm founder of Iputangolam. Iputangolam is an umbrella of other streams of businesses. I have UB, I'm owner of UB Cosmetics. Have my table there at the back. You can just check out my products where I have my beauty products. I'm a makeup artist. My offices are based in Grill Mega Plaza building in town. I have a beauty studio there, so I do all things beauty. And also I'm an events coordinator. I'm founder of Miss Grill team. That is where my passion is. When I say empowerment, growth, and change, I am here to leave a mark. I love impacting lives so much. So what I do, besides the business part, Miss Grill Teen was founded 2019 by myself. I grew up in a location, Ikril. Ubani ubuye eKril? Ukhona ubuye eKril la? Hi. Ikrili logishi, like there's nothing much going on, right? I loved modeling from a very young age. So now, to be where I am, it's actually because of modeling. I think a lot of people, they have a misconception about modeling, right? I'm also a model. So they have a misconception, it's all about walking on stage, slender, being beautiful, being able to answer questions on stage and all that. It goes beyond that. That is just the actual show that entertains people, but there's a long journey, that we walk during your Miss Mpumalanga. I was Miss Mpumalanga finalist 2019. I was part of the top 9. There's a long journey. What you see at the end of the show is actually what we've been practicing all along. So I grew up in Grill. There's not a lot of opportunities when it comes to that, right? So when I was young, I did modeling, but when you grow up in those families where they're too religious, swimwear, because there's different categories in modeling. So they didn't want me to wear a swimwear and then walk. They would be like, no, so nobody is supposed to see you like that, right? So I couldn't be part of any pageants back then. But then when I was doing grade 11, it started again, and I do want to do this, right? But I just felt like, can you imagine when you groom a child from a young age? By the time she is 20, she's able to do a lot of things. She's able to speak. She's able to present themselves, So I started again, I think 2011. I started and I came to Witbank. I used to travel from Kriel to Witbank. I attended classes at BU Models. Witbank, sorry. And then I moved to Joburg. So in Joburg, there's a lot of things, like there's different types of modeling. That's where I got to learn, I did a whole lot of things in Joburg just to sustain me so that I can be able to pursue modeling, like I would do events hostessing, I did promotions, I was a salesperson, so that I can get to a point where I'm able to pay for my modeling classes and all of those things. So because I'm from Grill, I took all of the information that I have learned when I was still in Joburg, right? Because I feel like it's no use ukuthi simane sikhulume nje, like you just talk and there's no action when doing things, right? So I decided to start Miss Grill Teen 2019. Miss Grill Teen, I coach and mentor teenage girls, and the teenage girls that I have coached and mentored are now coaching and mentoring the little ones that are in primary. Likotjwa lisemanzi, right? So it's very important to teach kids from a very young age ukuthi ungubani, wenza njani, uzimela kanjani, and all of those things. The reason why I say it's because of patience, ukuthi ngibe la ngikhona khona. Abantu in patience, they look at ukuwina, the crown, and then they will tell you, you do this charity work and all. But there's a lot of self-development. Self-development is very important, even in business. When you're doing business, it's very important to develop yourself, learn a new skill, challenge yourself, so that you'll be able to stand for yourself. Because umuntu makangafika angitshela ukuthi hey lento yenzayo yaka Miss Grill ayikwenzeli nemali yenzani. But I'm looking at the bigger picture. When we're saying we're breaking generational curses, what is it that we are doing to break those curses? I mean, girls cannot stand up for themselves. Girls don't know who they are. You know, there's also Mr. Khanala Pride that I am part of. We're also engaging with the boy child because the boy child is also important, right? When you are entering in these type of things, knowing yourself is very important. So that is what I deal with mostly. There's the business part. My business is Sinkwasam, but in everything that I do, I teach. I don't want to be the type of person that runs a business, makes money, I succeed. I teach makeup. I teach your individual lashes. Everything I know, I pass on to the next generation. Why? It is important for the young ones to also know how to make money, how to stand for themselves, and how to start their own businesses. I mean, not everyone, back in school, I was not doing your physics and, you know, I was doing tourism, accounting, and business. And when they did, what do you call this thing where universities come to career ntonton? Yes. When they come, they just focus on those abayenza physics nama maths because kwamele bayosebenza mine. Well, Grill kunama power stations amaningi, ne? So wonke umuntu lapha ufuna ukuyosebenza mine. You understand? So I'm more into this part of developing yourself. You don't really need to be in that mindset yokuthi this is all I can do. You know, in order to discover yourself, you challenge yourself. Uzosho ukuthi no lento le yangihlula because I have tried it. You understand? But ungayizamanga, never say yangihlula. You know. So my dream is to empower, bring growth and change in all spaces I tap into, and that is what I do in my community. And my dream is to impact people around the world. You know, I heard someone say it is very important to attend such events. You know why? Because there's a lot to learn, there's people to meet, and you get exposure, you get experience, you get to listen to other people. How have they've done it up to this far, the way izinto bazenza ngakhona, right? There was, I started attending T 2021 at the Hangout at Kempton Park. I just saw a poster on Facebook and I was like, oh, ngisekrili se Kempton Park. Mara mina ngilo muntu lo ngitela kufa ke ngithi ngiyahike ke manje ngiye-Witbank. Ngizobona ukuthi ngifika njani lapho but khona ngizofika. And when I got there, I got a different experience, you know. And I said to myself and I prayed to God, one day I want to speak on that stage. And here I am today. So it is very important to dream. And some isn't like in business and the organizations that we run. awuphuphi into engekho khona la uyibone khona ne. I see Miss Mpumalanga, I've been part of Miss Mpumalanga. I want that for my girls. I know Kriel is a very small town, but I want exposure for my girls, in a good way though. I want exposure. I want them to see how people are doing things out there, so that they can be able to choose, okay, this I wanna do, this I don't wanna do, this I can do, this I can't do, after trying it out. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I am very blessed to be here. MC, thatha indawo yakho.
1, 2. Why, makers? 1, 2. All right. Ngihleli lapha ngisa-enjoy story sakho. But so I'm done. Just like that. Incredible. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for being part of the T family from a long. We're good.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. I think you've got an incredible story. You've encouraged and inspired people who are here as well, just to never give up on their dream. I think what I love most for me is like your why is bigger than you. Like what you're doing is not just
it's
way bigger than you. Yeah. And I'm seeing it in the work that you're doing. And so we love you and appreciate you from T. Here's a gift on behalf of T. Please, can we just one more time, let's show some love. Let's show some love. Emalahleni. Is there anyone who's got one question? A question. When uzobuza ngomastenda wena. Question? Got a question, my brother? All right, please come to the front. All right, where are my gifts? Kara, can we? I know where are those gifts? Kupon for the gift. Ask us. Here's a. All right, so.
Angibingelele wonke umuntu okhona lana. Igama lami nguTumelo ngakaPhiri Sibongo. I have a non-profit organization, igama layo kuyiTP Foundation. So ngikuve ukhuluma ngokuthi I-believe yasekhaya kini beyingafani neyakho. So I wanted to ask ukuthi, how can you overcome those challenges where you found out ukuthi abazali babelievela ukuthi ungaba yenye into, but when you have your own thoughts and your dreams are different from them? So how can you overcome logo without ukuthi mhlambe uyabadelela or something?
Okay, with my journey, ne? As much they didn't believe in what I was doing, right? And to a certain extent, where I finished matric and then I didn't even go to varsity, but I decided it's okay. I'm gonna go to Joburg and I'm gonna go hustle. And bengazi ukuthi ngifunani, ne? Like, our parents, it's very important that you have conversations with them. They are not always right. Yes, they are our parents, but God gave you your life. God gave you your thoughts, In a way, you need to make them understand, Uguti, this is my journey. As much as they have walked their journey, it's time for you to walk your journey. You're not gonna get support from the onset. Believe me, they started taking me seriously, what I do, when I moved into my first office. That was in 2021. But I said, oh, okay. Like, abantu mabafika bazoyenza makeup, and I would take that money and invest into the Miss Kriel, because I feel like the impact kakhulu is ekutheni, what are you doing for other people, not what you receive. You can receive money, yes, hambe udle out, and that is it. But what you're doing, ku foundation yako, I believe it's not for you. Yes, wena, you see the bigger picture, you see the vision that God gave you, right? But khona abantu okosele uhambe nabo kule vision le, And abazali bakho They might not see that, and probably they are not the ones ekwamele bahambe now. You understand? So, kwamina ekhaya, they started believing in me now. Like you'd find my mom, manginzu Miss Krill. Miss Krill is a big event now, but when it started, be shady nyana, so you know. But as it grows, umama uyafika ku VIP, angathenga ticket, bam ashara fika hlale phansi abhalo for. But from ekuqaleni, like she would not ask. They're not gonna ask you, what do you need? How? What I can advise you on? I don't know which belief you believe in, but I believe in God. I strongly believe in God. And if you have an ear, you listen to him and he will direct you. Angeke akulahle. You understand? He will never leave you nor forsake you. So, and angeke akunikeze yonke into at once. What he has shown you now, the dream, the organization that you have, it's a start. You need to keep on listening to him. Where to from now? You will never go wrong.
Ngiyabonga. Thank you so much. We went to church there for a bit of an amen. You wanted to say amen, but